experience in Tolcarne.
Tolcarne Experience.
My experience at Tolcarne.
This is Tolcarne Experience!
The Tolcarne Experience it's just a huge mixed bag. It's a whole life, right? Like, this is your home, and I feel super privileged to be a part of that.
Yeah, it's been quite exciting really. It's a bit like being at school camp again. You just never know what you're going to get until you get it. Every day is completely different because you're dealing with so many kids.
It is a hostel that is infused with culture, and I have loved being a part of it.
It was really special to know some of the seniors. Like, I remember one night Izzy Perkins came down to my room because I was homesick and she made me banana on toast.
And the buddies are nice as well. Oh yeah, we get like buddies when we like first come here, so it's quite nice because some of them are like come to your room and give you food, bacon, flats on that.
Over the last 5 to 20 years, it has been great. It's been a real privilege working with young people, and I think that actually keeps you on your toes, keeps your mind active. And sometimes I must admit I do think like a 16-year-old, even though I'm closer to the 60-year-old.
Yeah, so we quite like just all bonding together. See, look, we're just so close. Oh, we love it.
One of my favourite elements that separates us from other schools, one, truly great girls. I just can't believe how many great kids we've got.
I also think we get up to a lot of fun. In the weekends, some of it does include getting in trouble, but you know, that's just life.
The little scallywags, it's amazing to see after a few years have left, you know, they come back and they're leading great lives.
Our favourite part is room hopping because we never get caught and we're extras. Aye, Robin?
Never get caught doing
that.
And it's so cool to be a tiny wee part of their life, you know, when they're growing up and going to school.
I quite like the idea of having a girly sleepover every school night, and it seemed quite exciting for me, and I think that's a pretty good reflection of what the hostel is like. It is a girly sleepover every school night, and you really get to know lots of different people through the hostel environment, and you're really lucky to get exposed to so many different personalities, and yeah, I think it's a really cool thing to be a part of.
One element that separates Tolcarne from the rest of the other schools is how we live off-site. So we have flats for the Year 13s, and we also have, like, obviously the boarding house. So it's quite nice to be able to, you know, come back and we're not actually at school. So we kind of get the feeling of going home, kind of, and then going to school. So it's quite nice.
Yeah, and with that we have the bush track, which allows us to clear our head in the morning as we're walking down to school, and then when we walk back up to the hostel it feels as though we're coming home after school.
One of the things that I've found really special about Tolcarne is the fact that it is a property in its own right. It sits separate from the school and it's 10 minutes away. And this means that the girls really see Tolcarne as a home away from home. It's not part of the school, so they don't feel like they're living at school. And that really underpins that family culture that we have here at Tolcarne.
Yeah, you're right, off-site's great. I think the girls appreciate being off-site, but it feels like
coming home
after school.
It's slightly different, and we do try to make it more like home, I think, as close as we can, given that we have 160 of you.
Which is a lot.
We also have a really tremendous staff. We've always had great staff. And I think that the staff are probably, they're the heart and soul of this place.
Which creates a really good team.
It's
across the board from everybody, cleaners, kitchen, house managers. It's a team effort.
And you know, that usually attests to how good a place is if the staff are still here after as long a period as that.
Over that time, you build a lot of relationships with the staff and the students, and fundamentally this is all about the people. It's the most important thing in the world. He tangata, he tangata, he tangata. It is the people, it is the people, it is the people. And Tolcarne is no exception.
And when you look at the amazing facilities at Tolcarne, the love and care of that environment, not just the tangible facilities, that view and the buildings, but also the people who work there, the way the girls are looked after.
We have lots of different ways that we are adding value the whole time to building those relationships, which underpin Tolcarne. One of the things for me that is probably a favourite element of Tolcarne is that the majority of our boarders come from Southland and Otago, and all of our boarders are full boarders. So while some of the girls will go home in the weekends, most of our girls stay in during the weekends. Now that's really important in a boarding school because it's in the weekends that you do all the fun activities with your year group. Whether it's just sitting around the lounge entertaining some visitors, or whether it's going on an activity out with Bex, who does all our wonderful activities in the weekend, or whether you're just going to the movies together, or whether you're just having it laughing in your dorms. Those moments create those experiences which create the bonds, which when you're older like me, they become the memories. So that's a really important part for me about Tolcarne, is the fact that the majority of the boarders stay in the weekends, and so it's got a strong connection of family midweek and during the weekends.
You get to be with your friends 24/7 really.
It's given me an opportunity to grow as a person and become myself.
You get to meet a whole lot of other girls from different backgrounds.
We change rooms and we make new friends every term.
In the morning you can arrive and have a situation that you may not have for the other 300 days of the year.
I've made lots of new friends, and it's just a really good environment.
Made heaps of new friends and had such a great experience.
Entertaining.
Never dull and never boring, that's for sure.
And has been a once in a lifetime opportunity.
Army name.